do an exercise, and this will show you. It's called magic words. There's a whole bunch of magic words you can use, but the first set of magic words are personal trance words, right? Personal trance words, right? Because what they do is, by the nature of the word itself, it puts the person into an altered state, right? It has to, right? And here's how you discover someone's personal trance words. I've got a question for you.
Sure.
Just out of curiosity, can I ask you a couple questions?
Certainly.
Yeah, I'm curious. You're an intelligent guy, a very successful businessman. So I'm wondering, just out of curiosity, what's important to you in, let's see, what do we want to pick first? In a hobby. What's important to you in a hobby?
What's important to me in a hobby?
Yeah.
First, that I enjoy it.
Enjoy it? I can relate to that. I mean, enjoyment's cool, right? Now, take a pause. Now, in traditional NLP, one thing we could do now is, what specifically do you mean by enjoyment? You know, we could gather very specific information to make sure we're on the same wavelength, because my idea of enjoyment and yours may be totally worlds apart. But we're not doing that right now. We're going, that's chunking down into specific information. For this purpose, we want to stay up here in the words that they're not specific. But I can appreciate enjoyment. I really can. What else is important to you in a hobby?
That I think about it during my free time. That it has my interest. It has my curiosity.
Interest. Ah, that's cool. Okay. I could really relate to that and appreciate it. Great. Anything else important to you in a hobby? Something you want to do in your spare time?
I think that does it.
That's the biggie?
Yeah.
Now, just out of curiosity, what's important to you in a career or a job, however you want to describe it?
Passion.
Passion. I could relate to that. Okay.
Love what you do.
Anything else important to you in a career?
That it has at least the potential for you to earn a six-figure higher income.
Okay. Anything else important to you in a career?
For me personally, that it's one of contribution and helping other people.
Contribution? Great. Anything else to you important in a
Hot
career?
women. No, I'm sorry.
Huh?
No, that's it.
Is it just nothing else?
Jobs.
Because you know what?
The
You can be-
control factor is a big issue with me. The ability to control my day. Freedom.
Freedom.
I like to wake up a little wealthier than I went to bed.
Okay. Anything else?
No.
Those are the biggies?
I think so.
And what's important to you in a relationship, more like a friend? Because you know, a lover, a spouse, something like that. So that's a little different stuff. But a friend, you're gonna, meet somebody you get friendly with and begin to get close to at a friendship level. What's important to you in a
Sense of
friend?
humor.
Humor? Okay.
I usually like to be around people that can teach me things,
Teach.
or I can learn from.
Okay. What's else important to you in a friend?
Values. Have good values.
Good values.
Honest people that don't lie, cheat, steal.
Anything else? What else would be important?
It just occurs to me, I tend to, they're readers, not by choice, but usually end up being people that read books a lot.
And what does that do for them, by the way? Make them-
Well, you could do a number of things. If they're nonfiction, they're studying, they're trying to improve
Okay.
themselves. If it's fiction, they're exploring words and worlds.
Okay, cool. Great. Okay. Now we got some info from somebody. And what you can do is one of two things. You can look for themes. There may the word when you guys do this, a lot of times words will repeat. They didn't repeat this time, but there's some I would relate these together.
Yeah.
Right? To me, right? Interest and curious goes over here, kind of with that one. I mean, there may be themes, but for our purposes, we got these words, right? Now, like I said, in traditional NLP, we can go find out what these words mean specifically and make sure we're on the same wavelength, all that, but you can also use them in a different way. Then, you know, what we could do is, you know, there's some interesting possibilities coming up of some business opportunities, some new things on the horizon. Now, I'm not sure if this would be for you, because the people that get involved have to really have passion. You know, they have to really have that passion. Because everybody will be contributing and there'll be a contributing effort, everybody will be contributing in that. And of course, the side effect of that with the business situation and stuff is that it's going to generate a lot of income. You know, 6, 7 figures, which will give people, because most of the people getting involved, freedom will be important to them. And, you know, enjoyment and having a sense of humor will be paramount. Because you'll have to be interested in what you're doing and curious to learn new things. You know, and lastly, I think it would be important that all the people there have the same values with honesty, integrity, you know, humility, things like that. And I think, and part of the job will be reading and being, you know, keeping up on current things. Now, I'm not sure if you'd be interested in that kind of thing that's coming up, but would you like to hear more about it?
Certainly.
Now, I didn't say shit. And that's not a bad word, right? I didn't say anything, and it was pulling, did it feel like it was pulling you?
It was definitely pushing my buttons.
Yeah, because those are his words, right? And if you use their words, even when you know it's being done to you, it pulls you, or pushes your buttons, whatever term you want to use. Because it's like, those are my words. I don't even know what they mean. Right? Now I can gather that. Depends what I'm doing. It depends what you're doing with the information. You know, are you just trying to get some agreement, get them in an altered state? Because you'll see people's pupils start to dilate. They'll go into an because, you know. Now you add this with basic NLP rapport, right? The mirroring and the matching. The predicates or the words, you know, visual, auditory, kinesthetic. If you're matching those things, and then you're also doing this, it's like butter. It's like slicing through butter.